Good day everyone, this is Junaid Khan, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. This video is going to be for people who are interested to applying a study permit for Canada. And the part of this videos consist of number 1, planning, number 2, documentation, and number 3, few important tips what you should be doing if you are considering to apply a study permit. So when we talk about the planning part, first of all, you need to see where you stand today. So if you have done bachelor's already, or are you coming from an intermediate? So if we take these two parts, so if you have done an intermediate, then definitely this is the time to start your educational career. You have open everything. You can pick whatever the course you want to do, accounting and finance, business, engineering, medical. You are completely open to pick whatever you want to pursue in your educational career. But definitely if you have done bachelor's already, then the career path is particularly specific, so we cannot really change it to the 180 degrees, but we can definitely align some courses along with your previous education. So this is the important part, first of all, in the planning segment, that you have to plan how you are going to agree to the immigration officer that this is going to be your study career in Canada. So if you are an intermediate student, so what you have to do at this point, you have to pick a course which is definitely in demand in Canada. So when we're talking about in-demand courses, we are talking about STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and maths. Healthcare is top of the line. So these are the courses you can pick. Either you can go for a 4-year bachelor's degree, or you can go for a 2-year undergrad courses in colleges in Canada. If you have done bachelor's already, I personally recommend that whatever bachelor's you have done, you have to pick a course which is aligned to your previous education, but not exactly the same. So you pick a course. Let's suppose, for an example, if you have done a BBA or a business studies, so you pick a course in a business, but that have to have a minor change into the course as well. Let's say it's a business analytics or business data sciences. So you will have a multiple career goals in it. You will have a multiple options to offer a career. Your job market is not going to be specific to the business, but you can also opt in for the analytics, and you can also opt in for different data sciences options as well. So planning is the most important part, because once you start the process, it is going to be time taking. So you have to sit back and plan accordingly what is your plan of action and how you proceed to that. Now, if the planning section is done, the second point comes to the play is the documentation. First and the foremost thing, you have to decide, because Canada is offering 2 different streams, STS, which is student direct stream, and non-STS, which is definitely the parallel stream running for students. So STS stream is currently operating in multiple countries, but the numbers are very small. It's approximately 14 countries as of today. So you have to see if you are one of these countries. So you have 2 options, STS and non-STS. And if you are not from these particular countries, then you only have one option, which is non-STS plan. I'm gonna tell you a slightly difference between the two. I will make another video to have like a complete differentiate between these 2 streams. But right now, let's pick 4 quick points. SDS students needs to pay 1-year tuition fee, and as compared to the non-STS students, they only have to pay 1 semester fee. So the financial gap is huge over there. Secondly, STS students needs to apply for the guaranteed investment certificate. For as of today, it is $20,635. So they have to pay that amount before they apply the visas to the Canadian banking institutions. And in comparison to the non-STS, you have to show your bank statement. The third part is you have to get your upfront medical done in a STS stream, but in non-STS stream, it is optional. If you want to do it, it's good. If you don't want to do it, they will let you do it once they send you a letter for the medical. And the last point is going to be the IELTS. If you're going for an STS plan, 6 overall band is the must-have in STS stream, but in non-STS, definitely it's not a compulsion, but I would highly recommend to get your IELTS done. So these are the 2 topics which you have to pick while thinking about your Canadian study permit process. In regards to the documentation, definitely you have to have your admission done in a DLI, which is a designated learning institute. I will make a quick video on this as well, because we're gonna go to another topic from here. So you have to have a admission letter, plus if you're going for an STS, you have to have these 4 things ready. If you're going for non-STS, you have to have the non-STS things ready. So these are going to be the document checklist, and on top of that, definitely you need some of your IDs, you need the plan, and most importantly, the statement of purpose that you have to describe. And definitely see, now if you have done your planning before, the statement of purpose is going to be an easy task for you, because you have done the whole planning ahead of starting your process. Now, if you have not done your complete planning, the statement of purpose is going to be a mess, in a way that you have to sit down now and think about it. What should I write in my statement of purpose? So things are going to be easy if you go in a line format. Now, the most important part of this video is going to be some important tips according to how immigration is processing these days, and which students are basically getting approved in Canada. And the points are, number 1, in my experience, if you are going to apply for a study permit in Canada, you have to consider the immigration processes as well. What Canada is looking for right now is they want to have a students in Canada, and they want to get them the permanent residency, but definitely if they have shrunk the pathways for the immigration for the people who their occupation are not in demand, that means those students are going to have a very less chances to getting a PR as well. So again, we're going to jump into the planning part. So you have to have a bit of a knowledge about the immigration programs. So if we talk about the occupation in demands today, we have healthcare on top of the line, we have French speaking people on top of the line, then we have STEM, which is science, technology, engineering and math, trade workers, transportation workers, and agricultural departments. So if you're planning to apply for a study permit, make sure if you are interested in one of these streams, if you're interested of doing computer sciences, software engineering, IT courses, data courses, healthcare. And when I'm talking about healthcare, there are zillion admissions opportunities in Canada. Every single little topic, they have a course for 2 years. And I cannot name it in this video, and there are DLI institutes who are offering more than 40 courses just in the healthcare sector, more than 20 courses just in the engineering sector. So you will have a lot of opportunities if you're going for an undergrad program for college, or for a bachelor's program in Canada in universities. Another important tip over here is that you have to align your immigration process as well as your study permit, because the end goal, what I normally see here is students who wanted to get their education done from Canada, postgraduate work permit, they can apply for it. It's not mandatory, but once you have done your education, definitely you'll apply for a postgraduate work permit, and that's once in a lifetime opportunity. You can only have your postgraduate work permit once. So be wise about it, think about it, check what's going on around you, check what are the immigration policies around you, and then you can decide if you're going to get your postgraduate work permit after your education in Canada, or you want to get more education once you finish your degree. Now, postgraduate work permit is going to be another topic we'll discuss definitely in some other videos, but you have to be mindful about the immigration policies today if you are planning to apply for your study permit, because end of the day, that is going to be in your benefit. If you know a little bit about it, it will be an easier pathway for you to become a permanent resident after getting Canada for a study permit. Thank you very much.